How to deploy SAP Customer Checkout on an Android device. Let me show you how to do that. First of all, start up your normal SAP Customer Checkout installation, which you know from Windows. Then go to Functions, Configuration, and the first thing you have to do is go to Technical, and here you have a backup path. This backup path needs to be adjusted. If you don't do that, later on updates will not work for you. So therefore, please copy the mentioned backup path here, which is accessible from your Android device later. You can find it in our website. So this is the normal storage backup path where your SAP Customer Checkout installation will be located. Save this one. The next topic would be to adjust the port of your POS. Be careful that only the default port is supported here, so please always just use 9999 as an default port. And the next thing is, which is also very important, go to POS System, Sales Screen, and here scroll down and please deactivate this Show Cursor for Text Input fields. This configuration needs to be deactivated. If you have done all that, then please just shut down your application and prepare the next steps. So the next step would be to open up your installation folder where SAP Customer Checkout is installed. Normally this you will find on Windows under your C drive. And here the important thing is, if you want to reduce the size and speed up the process, go to CCO and delete this web app folder. This is not required and will be anyways regenerated. And you can also remove your log files in the doc file folder to reduce the size a little bit. And then as soon as your folder is ready and you have included all your files, then simply just create a zip file out of that. And this zip file you can then upload to any OneDrive, any drive server to get it then basically easily transferred to your Android application. So now we will take this zip folder and upload it to our OneDrive share, and from here we will create a link, and this link we can open up then on our Android device. So now the download is ready, and finally we can now create a link out of that and share this link, create a QR code, and then scan this QR code with our mobile application. So let's jump to the Android app now. All right, now let's switch to our Android device and go through the installation process. We have here Peak Mobile, our Android application. If you open it the very first time, it will ask you for permissions. We have mandatory permissions at the top, which you have to allow. And at the bottom, we have some optional permissions, which are, as I said, optional. So if you have, for example, a Bluetooth printer, you can also give those permissions. We can validate a license. If you don't have a license yet, either reach out to us or you get a 30-day trial period. Then the very first time, if you have not used this application, then it will ask you to move now your SAP CCO folder, which we zipped, into the following directory. What we can also do is, as I said, we can create a QR code and then use the native camera to scan the QR code, and then we can download that via browser. Enter now the PIN and access our link. Log in here, select the file which we want to download, click on the download button, and the application will automatically now recognize that there is a file which we need to be downloaded. It will download that folder, the zip folder, will unzip it and move it to the right directory so that the installation can be done fully. So let's come back as soon as it is now unzipped and moved. So as you can see, the download process is now completed. Now the SAP Customer Checkout will be extracted from that zip folder. This can take some minutes, and then it will be moved to the right directory. All right, so the installation is now complete. Everything was moved. We can now again validate the license file in case the license is now available, and then we can continue. The first time, even this screen will be shown as well, so the installation will take place now. And as soon as you see that Customer Checkout is booted up successfully, so you see in the log that everything is working fine, then you can also hit the installation completed button at the top, and you have to wait 2 or 3 minutes until SAP Customer Checkout is fully running. All right, so as you can see now, the installation is fully done, and you see here SAP Customer Checkout running, so you can now easily just log in, and then you can use your POS as you know it. Probably one hidden feature, if you tap on the screen and hold for like 10 seconds, then this menu will open up, and from here you can reach the advanced settings. Here, for example, you can enable printing, you can launch the application during a startup, you can see also and export your log files. So a lot of nice features, just good to know, can be activated via this advanced settings screen. So that's it. Your application is now ready to go. And one important thing to know is that please always, when you shut down your application, that you always go through this process, that you do it from the application first before you turn off your device. This will help to avoid table locks and crashes of the database. Thank you.